That's about as attractive as that fight can get. No, but ultimately it's two guys that'll get in there. I think Rolly will have an advantage on the outside, but I think that Pittbull is going to close the distance, and it'll be for a good fight. And no matter, I'm going to say I love boxing, and just because I made a joke about the Chihuahua, I will be watching and I will be supporting.
Do you think does Rolly have the power advantage in that fight, or does Isak?
From what they're saying, Rolly, I mean, even talking to Coach Bullet, who they're not together right now. Coach Bullet, he has no reason to lie to me. He picks Rolly to win as well, based on everything, of course, that he's taught him, sitting down on his punches and all that stuff like that. So Rolly will give one to take one. So it will be a heck of a fight.
That's what's up. What about the main event with Tszyu? I know he's got a new opponent.
Oh man,
Fundora.
Oh man, now Tszyu, when he had Keith one-time Thurman, I was kind of leaning towards Tim and the inactivity. And that of course that one time has had. He's not been very active, so I was leaning towards Tim in that fight. Although I'm a big fan of one time as well, but now with this freak of nature in Fundora, because you're not able to get all that power in that kind of frame at that kind of weight and have that height and that size and advantage. So it can be a very interesting night for Tszyu and those good people down in Australia who I'm pulling for, to have a tremendous fight. Because ultimately, I think Tim is working to get back to Australia to have one of those big fights. And I know what the fight fans will do and how they will get behind an event in Australia, being that we have a little bit of experience in that. So I know Tim is fighting his way to get back home to have that big event, but he has that freaking nature in front of him. Sebastian Fundora. Woo, that's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate to take the fight though. He had no problems. He was like, "Let's go." I don't.
Hey man, he's something special, something that you don't normally see in a fighter with that much length and that much range and that much punching power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to make for an interesting fight. Shout out to them and that whole their team and that network. I wish them well, because the more players that we got in boxing, the better boxing is. I don't wish negative on none of them.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, Bill, like I said,
Unless
I ain't
you
gonna
that
keep you.
bunk ass Shakur Stevenson and your no doing business ass. You need to go back to Newark and go to school and learn how to do the right thing and get the job done. Get off of Twitter. Get off of Twitter. They didn't change the name from Twitter to X because you Shakur Twitterson. Now leave that Twitter alone and get back to work.
Man, leave Shakur alone, bro. He's just looking hungry for a fight, bro.
No. He needs to leave Twitter alone. That's what he needs. I don't need to leave him alone. He needs to leave Twitter alone. And all these people, because we can't keep up.
Well, if you don't pay attention, you ain't got to keep up, Bill. Just don't pay attention to it.
Well, they told me crickets don't sell tickets and wolf tickets don't make biscuits.